A PE ratio is a measure of valuation. And so it takes the price per share of a company and divides it by its earnings per share. And you'll see, some industries have lower PE ratios than others. Technology companies, healthcare companies traditionally have had much higher valuations, meaning that you're going to pay full price for the growth that you're going to get there. Utility companies, staples companies, they tend to have lower PEs, meaning that they have more of a value orientation. So the PE ratio is all about whether a stock is expensive or not, because if you just look at the share price, that is a terrible indicator of whether a company is priced right or not, because you may have some companies who are trading at $10 a share that are more expensive from a valuation measure than a company that's trading at $100 a share. So it's all relative to the company, how many shares they have outstanding, what the price per share is, what their earnings per share is, if they even have positive earnings. So, you have to evaluate that. You can't compare the PE of a technology company to a utility company because it's not going to be an apples to apples comparison. So when you're looking within an industry, if you're comparing the PE ratios, it's giving you an indication of which companies are valued more attractively, but it's not a standalone metric. There's a lot of different things that you should look at. So, for example, a company may have gone down in price for a good reason, maybe because their management is making dumb marketing decisions, or they're just going through a rough patch. Maybe they're transitioning CEOs. Maybe they've had some problems with debt. Maybe they're have some problems with lawsuits, whatever that might mean. There could be a good reason that their price goes down. So if the price goes down and the earnings stay the same, that brings the valuation down. So there's a lot of different metrics, but it's you could look up the definition. You could go to something like Investopedia just to look up definitions, not to really use their services or where they might send you. But it's a good place to look up just some financial definitions.